What I say, the students of science have got Divya Drishti. Others cannot see. If I tell, see, supposing 3 days ago, if I tell, see, there is charge, there is electric field, they are all like this, then you would have seen what is this fellow talking. Now I suppose you understood. So you can see beyond your naked eyes. And in fact, charge itself, you see, it is an entity which is not simply visible to the naked eye. It's a wonderful creation of human being, I can say. Yes, I mean creation means that concept is brought to the fore by proper diagram, proper words, proper experiments, you know, and all that we have to do is we have to understand. So this is Earth's magnetic field, which we are all very, very familiar. But you see how the fields are. So those lines, these lines what you see here, what are these lines? Around Earth? Magnetic field lines. What is it called?
Magnetic field lines.
So now the field lines is telling you how the magnetic field will be there. Okay. So in the case of electricity, the electric field lines will be, see, if you just join these points. See, I'll tell you. Now the electric field lines, electric field will also be represented by electric field lines. Magnetic field will also be represented by magnetic fields. I will show you. In fact, you have to study a lot more about electric fields. Okay, but right now I wanted you to appreciate the word electric field and magnetic field and gravitational field. Right? Okay. So now here comes the most important thing. Why whatever I have taught so far is because I wanted you to understand this definition. Okay. Now please read this very carefully and try to understand. Very important. Okay. So somebody asks you what is electric charge, right? Then this is what you have to write. Okay. Now you see, there is electric current flowing in our body. There is electric current flowing in the wire here. There is electric current, you know, around us, in us, around us, and this is all because of what? The charge and its motion. Hello, understood? Charge and its motion. So what is charge? So get a better idea of that, right? So here you see, based on the studies above, electric charge can be defined as follows. Now you see the word can. That means as you go higher, you will have more and more better definitions of charge. At this stage, this is sufficient. Learn this. Electric charge is an intrinsic property. I hope I have explained the word intrinsic. Associated with matter, due to which it produces and experiences electric field. I suppose you understood both of them now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
So my efforts, whatever we did last class, is bearing fruits. Experiences, produces and experiences electric and magnetic fields. Now here, now trust me, okay? See, now I have got a magnet here. So around this magnet, what is there?
Magnetic field.
Now, supposing I am able to say I have a conductor here. Can you imagine a wire?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
There is magnet here, there is wire here. Can you imagine?
Yes, sir.
Now, supposing in this wire current is flowing. There is magnetic field and there is a wire. No current is flowing, wire will be like this. Supposing current starts flowing in this wire, then this wire will not be here, it will move away. This wire will move away. Understood?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
So current carrying wire will get deflected, move away in magnetic field. If current carrying wire move agudilla, hangidre ella wire harbiduttade. Is it? So, this is one experiment. Like that, I will teach you. You have got the chapter, but trust me at this stage that the moving charges create magnetic field, and the moving charge is also affected by the magnetic field. So here there is a new force that is created. A moving charge in a magnetic field. A moving charge interacts with the magnetic field, and a new force is created called as Lorentz force. I will teach you. So, ಜಗತ್ತೊಳಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು forces ಅದಾವ. One by one ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ? So, electric charge is an intrinsic property associated with matter, due to which it produces and experiences electrical and magnetic effects. The excess or deficiency of electrons in a body gives the concept of charge. See, now this statement is also very powerful. I went on telling you there is charge, there is electron, there is proton, there is charge. Where is the proof? So the proof is, well, I will take a glass rod, I will rub it with silk, then I will bring them close, they will get attracted. I will take a charged glass rod and another charged glass rod, I will bring them close, they will repel. So how did that happen? So if you look at it as a chamatkar, as a phenomenon, then you will accept it. So you see, the excess or deficiency of electrons in a body gives rise to the concept of charge. Okay, right. A moving charged particle produces both electric and magnetic field. This is because a charged particle will always produce electric field. It's simple. Charged particle will always produce electric field. But if the particle is also moving, it will produce in addition to that the magnetic field. Is it clear? Oh, bye the clear again. The clear again, and on feeling burden. You marine noted. You know that? Supposing on this line, a charged particle is in motion. Supposing on this line, a charged particle is in motion. Assume that there is a charged particle which is in motion on this line. So, as you know, in a charged particle, there will be electric field. Supposing this is plus charge, the electric field will be like this. Hello, correct?
Yes, sir.
The electric field will be like this everywhere. Okay? And in addition to that, you will have, because of this charge, there will also be magnetic field around it. Okay? So the magnetic field around it will be something like this. So you can see now the magnetic, see this is the wire, the magnetic field will be like this, in this plane. And the electric field is everywhere. And this whole, as the charge is moving, this structure will also be moving. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೈತೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಚಕ್ರ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಬಂಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೊ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಚಿತ್ರ ಬರಬೇಕು ತಿಳಿದಲ್ಲ ಹಾಂ ರೈಟ್ ಸೊ ಐ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟು ಕಲ್ತಾತ ಅದ್ರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕಲ್ತಾತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿತು ಕಡೆಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಗ ಆಟಮು ಕಲ್ತಾತ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂ ಲೈಕ್ then you may answer some questions in 10th standard, but as you progress in 11th and 12th, there are many questions which you cannot answer unless you have this idea. Now these are some familiar experiments, because I am not conducting experiments here, because these are some things which you see in your day-to-day life, correct? So I am sure you would have seen a torch, a battery, and then here you see there are two experiments that I am doing. One is I have kept a metal rod, you can see the bulb is glowing. I kept a glass rod, the bulb is not glowing. Can you appreciate that?
Yes, sir.
So it's a common experience. I just connected it lesson. Now why it is so? Consider a metal rod and a glass rod. it has many properties, right? Glass rod is an insulator, does not have free electrons, while metal rod has free electrons and therefore it is a good conductor. I hope I have explained this. See, yesterday's class, whatever I have told, I am building on that. See, some concepts you learn, some applications you learn, then it will lead to more things that you have to learn, and you should go on learning. Okay? Right. Inside the battery, the chemical reactions will ensure certain number of electrons, say X, are pulled and stored at the bottom negative plate from the other top plate. So you can see a bottom plate here of the cell and the top plate. So the chemical reaction here will pull the electrons from the top plate and push it to the bottom plate by a chemical process.
What happens?
See, now assume that all of you are standing on that side of the wall. Assume that. So I will call one by one of you to come and stand here. So you are there, you are electrons. Hello?
Yes, sir.
I am calling you, that is the force. You come and stand here. What happened now? Electrons were there, now electrons are here. And that point was stable. I mean, it had equal number of protons and equal number of electrons. This also had. Now there is deficiency of electrons at that point. There is excess of electrons at this point. So that point becomes positively charged, this point becomes negatively charged. So this plate has become positively charged, this plate has become negatively charged. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
This is how battery is. So the chemical reaction inside will do this.
Yes.
How you do this? You have got the theory in second year QC, first year QC. Understood? Electrochemical cell. So are stored in the bottom plate and the top plate. The top plate is positively charged and the bottom plate is negatively charged. The negative charges on the bottom plate has a tendency to neutralize the positive charges on the top plate. Sanidhi, hello.
Yes, sir.
So now the negative charges have a tendency to neutralize the top. Like for example, I told you, you were very happily standing there, all of you boys. I called you here forcibly. But now your tendencies, you want to go back there. Hello, understood how it is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So there is a tendency. But as long as I am standing here, you will not go. The moment I go out of the classroom, you will run back. Ek school gathering nadidirtadi. So I must dance nadidirtadi stage order. So headmaster, no, you are supposed to be a volunteer at the gate there. Go. He will tell you. So no, I want to sit down. No, you go there. You are volunteer there. So you will forcibly go there and stand at the gate. And what will you be doing at the gate?
Waiting to go.
Waiting for the principal to go. So your tendency is always to come back to the stage. The moment your principal goes, you will run back to the stage. Understood? The same thing the negative charges are doing. They want to run back to the positive plate. But there is force inside the cell which will prevent it. Headmaster. Understood? How that happens, you will learn in QC first year. For that, you should understand some more chemistry. It is very simple. Take one zinc rod and take one copper rod, put it in dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, then you will this battery is formed. This is one of the ways. There are many ways in which battery can be made. This is one of the ways. Okay, and that happens. So there is tendency to neutralize the positive charges on top plate, but the chemical reactions inside the battery would not allow this. Okay? Now, in the circuit with the metal rod, the electrons of the negative plate of the battery will flow to the positive plate through the bulb and neutralize. Understood? The electrons will flow like this through the metal rod. See here, electron current. Can you see? Through the bulb and it will reach this. So outside in the reach ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಒಳಗೆ reach ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿದಲ್ಲ
Yes.
see now the principal, see you are standing in the gate and the stage is here, principal is standing in between. So you will go out of the gate, go to the road, ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೋಟರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಗೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಂದಿದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. Your principal is thinking you are standing outside the gate and watching, but through you cannot see through the compound wall. You will go like that and come in the front, and you will see all the dance, and again go back and stand there like that. Here it will not do, but here the electrons will flow. See here, the electron current is going like this. You can see here, electron current allowed.
Yes, yes.
It is going through the wire and then coming through the switch to this one. It will neutralize. But this is a chemical cell. It is a cell. It is a factory which goes on manufacturing charge. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Hello. ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ? Again it will do. Again it keeps doing. So it flows. It will keep that amount of charges at the top plate and bottom plate will not reduce. ಈ one battery cell ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಈಗ say there are so many charges, so many positive charges, so many negative charges that are fixed. So if you remove, again it will produce. See, now if you are standing at the gate, if you try to come back, your headmaster will again say go. So he will maintain that. So it will always maintain the number of charges. See, adbhuta of the nature. You please appreciate now. This is happening, man. Really, that is happening in the battery cell. It will not produce at a time. Your mother will not cook all the food, 1 week's food in one day. That happens in America. Right? As you consume, she will prepare. Understood all of you? See, in your home, grocery is always there. Say in a year you consume say 100 kgs of rice or 200 kgs. So you will not come and hold 200 kgs. As you consume it, you will replenish it. Understood? There thing is happening. But you see, you will learn science and you will know how this happens, and you will be able to do much better things. So that is how science will advance. And you should develop a love for science. अरे यार क्या हो रहा है अंदर? कैसे होता है ये? क्या फेनोमेना है ये? मैं जानना चाहता हूँ. ये जो उत्सुकता आपके मन में उत्पन्न होता है ना, that is the driving force for you to learn more and more and better and better. And trust me, if you learn more and you keep learning, you will be the happiest person on earth. The day you stop learning, you will feel dull, bored in life. If you think that lot of money, lot of cars, lot of bungalow, lot of food, lot of dance, lot of places to visit, that will give you lot of happiness, no. It will give you happiness for some time. But there is a time when you will become 60 years plus. And all these things don't look so exciting. Okay? Nothing looks so exciting. Because your strength will also be less. Your utsaha will also be less. There will be physical and chemical changes. The hormones that are produced in your body today will not be produced after 60 years. Yena bekhad mani. So life will be different. So after 60 you have to live for another 30 years minimum. That will be human bliss. That time, if you are a good learner, if your fundas are good, you can keep learning and you can keep helping the society. Okay? So that is why you invest your time properly now and learn the fundamentals correctly. Okay. So however the chemical reaction. Now, however the chemical reaction within the battery will replenish the lost electrons from the bottom plate and ensure that X electrons are present in the bottom plate, and this will be as long as the circuit is closed. The moment you open, the battery will stop working. It will not produce more electrons. The connection got the electrons, if you start pulling only, it will start. See, automatic. उसको कौन बताया? हो जाता. The passage of electrons,
like in the TV remote or any remote also.
TV, see, बराबर. इन्होंने क्या बोला? TV remote.
TV remote.
See, TV remote.
The cell is present in that. Like when we press the button, that time when it starts over, it will be continuous.
That time only. See, in a TV remote also, see this switch is there. Assume that this bottom, this is a cell, and your TV remote will also have a small infrared LED.
Yes.
Okay. That assume that this is infrared LED, and this is the switch that you press. So this infrared LED will glow. So the electrons are flowing through the infrared LED, through the circuit. The electrons are not coming out. Got it?
Yes.
Here.
I think so.
You know, carry the long finger.
He asks, sir, if in a battery, sir, if there are positive electrons protons and electrons are present.
No, wait a minute. Protons are there in atoms. Positive charge doesn't mean protons. Positive charge means atom which has lost electron becomes positively charged. Now take copper atom, its atomic number is 29. If you remove one electron, it will become positive ion. Understood?
Yes.
So when I told the what will be pulled from this plate to this plate, electrons will be pulled, not atoms. ये जो atoms एक top plate में रहता है ना, वो वैसे रहता है. That will not come. वो atom वही रहता है. उसका एक अंश क्या है वो? Electron. Only that will be pulled and put here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If you have doubts, you ask. See, I am telling you, you will get hazard doubts. Lots of doubts will. If you, that's why I sent the video and told you to read, see that and come. Right? Take a lot of interest. I am telling you. It is not just because of electricity. And electricity, all of you must learn, because if you become doctors, if you become business people, whatever you do, you have to use electronic gadgets. You have to use electricity in your day-to-day life. And there are so many sophisticated instruments available. You have to choose what is best for you, and you should know how to use it. You should be able to read the specifications. So it is a must knowledge for all of you. If I don't know chemical reactions, it is okay. But if I don't know electricity, I will be in soup. So first thing is, it is important for every human being. Second thing is, it is extremely important because electricity is there in everything. See, if you want to learn chemistry also, you should know physics. Bonding, see, physical chemistry is full of physics. And that too, why one atom will join another atom? It is electromagnetic forces. See, now if you take a thread, all the molecules in the thread are one by one. How are the molecules holding them? Electromagnetic forces. Clear? It is the electromagnetic forces. What are those? That is what you are going to learn in 8th, 9th, 10th, PU1, PU2. You will learn only about tip of the iceberg. 1% of electricity. Still lot of things to be learned in engineering. Understand? And it is exciting. Now you see, the passage of electrons through the circuit is called electron current. You can see here, the electrons are flowing here. Hello?
Yes, sir.
And that is called IE. I have shown it as IE, I suffix E. And the conventional current, I, capital I, you can see here conventional current, E flows opposite to the direction of the flow of electrons. This is convention. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸುಧೀರ್ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಮೂರ್ತಿ. So what is my name? What is Narasimha? Because it's a convention. Supposing we are not following this convention, then you will not know. So like that, electrons are flowing like this. So the conventional current is flowing in the opposite direction. Correct? See, now understand one thing. Conventional current is in the direction of the flow of positive charges. Supposing positive ions are moving like this. Positive ions are moving from left to right. Then the conventional current is also from left to right. The electrons are moving from left to right. Negative charges are moving from left to right. The conventional current will be from right. Correct?
Yes.
Hello?
The iron also flows, sir.
Positive. See, now if you take, I'll show you. Salt solution. So you take distilled water. It has got only H2O molecules. So the distilled water is not a good conductor of electricity. But the moment you put salt, now NaCl. NaCl in its amorphous state, that is solid state, it is a bad conductor. The moment you put NaCl in water, then it will dissolve. And now it will split into Na plus and Cl minus ions. And these two entities, Na plus and Cl minus ions, they are two charges. And they will move. Here, Na plus means what? What is the atomic number of sodium? 20. Good. So, 23. So, Na plus means one electron is lost. So 22. So what will be there? So 23 protons and some neutrons and 21 electrons form sodium ion.
Sodium plus ion.
Sodium plus ion. Sodium ion is Na plus or sodium ion. And this will physically move. Hello, understood? See now please understand. In a metal, now I told you the plate of the battery, positive terminal, negative terminal, that is a plate, that is a metal. So in that only electron is sucked and brought to the bottom. But in a salt solution, the ion itself will move. Got it? See, therefore students, you see, my picture diagram, I have written very clearly metal or rod. I did not write rod. Then I wrote here glass rod. There is significance. I will show you salt solution also now. Okay. So that the I flows opposite to the direction of the flow of electrons. It must be noted that the nucleus and innermost electrons of every atom in all the elements of the circuit except the battery, chemicals in the battery are fixed in their respective positions and do not move. Battery ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಏನೇನದಾವ the nucleus is there only. But inside the battery the chemicals are moving, ions are moving. Understood? Inside battery the ions are moving. Outside only electrons are moving. Got it? Hello?
Inside the battery along with the electrons will be sucked to the negative terminal.
Electrons will be given out by the negative terminal.
And means ions also will be moving inside.
Ions will be moving inside the battery. I'll show you it. Next diagram. See here. You will have the picture. So here you see, pure distilled water, bulb is not glowing. Solution of salt, the bulb is glowing. Okay? Now see. This what is there here? I am showing here salt solution in a magnified manner. This is terminal A, terminal B, terminal A, terminal B. So what is happening here? You see, Na plus ions are going to the negative place. Cl minus is going to the positive plate. Okay? Now all that process you have got in a electrochemical cell. There is a chapter. There is a topic. There you will learn all these chemical reactions along all in detail. But as far as I am concerned, you should now see that physically the ions are moving. That means protons and the neutrons along with the bonded electrons are in physical motion inside the battery. But outside world, you see, outside world is only electrons. ठीक है ना? See, घर में कितना problems होते हैं. But outside world everything is nice. See, husband and wife, most of them, they will be quarreling nicely inside the home. Probably before going to the function also, they would have fought nicely. But in the function, they will go as if they are pali. You should know, that is how the world is. So here, same thing here. अंदर कुछ भी हो, बाहर तो आपको दिखाई पड़ेगा सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ठीक है? समझ आ रहा है आप लोगों को? These are all fundamentals. Okay. So here see, consider the circuit. If the connecting matter is pure distilled water, then no current will flow. This is because there are no charge carriers in the distilled water. देखो अभी उसको एक नया नाम मिला. Electron is negative charge carrier. Correct?
Yes.
Ions are Na plus are positive charge carriers. Cl minus are negative charge carriers. Another name for them. See, the names will suit this situation. See, now God has got so many names. Okay, so you will use one particular name in a particular context because it will suit you there. Understood? Like that. So you learn. Dry NaCl, table salt, behaves like an insulator. Now if the matter is in solution, that is H2O plus NaCl, then NaCl in aqueous medium will split into constituent ions Na plus and Cl minus. These ions are charge carriers. Hence the electric current flows. Aqueous salt solution behaves like a good conductor of electricity. So now you have got metal conductors, insulators, glass rod like things, and then you have got solutions like this, which are also good conductors. But all conductors are not same. So if you take metals, they come under one category of conductors. If you take salt solutions, they come under one category of conductors. If you take metalloids, they come under another type of conductors. And you are going to study all these things in detail. I repeat. Now you are getting introduced to these terms. Now if you go to PVC first year and say, what are ions, how do they travel, will the whole thing travel, then teacher will not have this patience to teach you. He has to directly start with the law in the college. He cannot start with all the fundamentals. Understood? There is no time if you see the syllabus. Understand? If you see the syllabus, there is no time. So please understand and appreciate. There are three aspects: teaching, coaching and training. In the teaching, you will gain knowledge. What you are doing here. Now you have all this knowledge. Now you have to get some enhanced knowledge. You have to get some enhanced knowledge. For that you need coaching. And having got the basic knowledge and the extra knowledge through coaching, now you will have to use this knowledge to solve problems. That is training. So in PU 1 and 2, if you want to crack NEET and IIT, you will have time only for training and coaching. You will have very little time for learning. So if you go to coaching institute, they will coach you, they will train you, they are very good. They will coach and train assuming that you have the knowledge. And they will give you knowledge also. But all that 8th, 9th, 10th, what you have learned, they will presume that you are perfect in that and they will teach you something more. Because that is what is the syllabus. Now what happens to most of the students? Their 8th, 9th, 10th is gone to talk. What is charge? They don't know. So presuming what is charge, the teacher will teach. And then you will go to talks. Okay, so therefore, and not only that, in engineering, you having gone through some CET rank and that rank, you join some engineering college. What will you do? Engineering is all about application of science. If you don't know science, what application will you do? But somehow you will get degree, don't worry. All of you will get degree. But then rest of the life, you will have to suffer. Especially after the age of 30, 35, you will lose jobs if you are not good engineers and doctors. So this is it, what happens inside the cell. Sorry. Okay. Any questions, students? Online.
Sir, about conventional.
Helma. Ask her.
Sir, why does the conventional current flow in the opposite direction, and is there any source which emits that current in opposite direction of the circuit?
See, now understand this. Actually, it is the electrons which are physically moving. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Conventional current is a representation. See, here we are telling that conventional current will flow in the direction opposite to that. Nothing physical is flowing in conventional current. In electron current, physically the electrons are moving. Now we are telling that the conventional current, we have to assume it is in the opposite direction. See, there is a sign convention you followed in optics. Hello?
Yes.
What are that? Now, if you keep an object in front of the concave mirror, then the rays are traveling from the object towards the mirror. Now, the position of the object from the mirror, numerical value will be minus 10 centimeters. Correct now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is a convention now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Like, see, now the rays are traveling from object towards the mirror. But where is the object? It is at minus 10 centimeters. That's what you put now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So it is a convention you have followed. Your measurement will be from the pole of the mirror to the object. Okay? and the sign you are going to assign will be opposite the sign of the direction of the motion of the light rays, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same thing we are doing. If the electrons are going like that, the conventional current is in this direction. That's it.
Like conventional current specifies the direction of electrons.
No. Just understand. There is conventional current. See, in this circuit, the conventional current is going from positive terminal of battery through the circuit to the negative terminal. That is the direction of the conventional current. Got it? Now, what flows in the wire?
Electrons.
Now, Hamba. I will explain this conventional current properly to all of you. Good that Sannidhi you got it out. Okay? Good that you got it out. Okay? So, I have got a. See, I am going to explain what is electric current in detail.
Sir, can I know?
Yes, please. See, I will teach you what is conventional current in detail. Okay? Ishtalla kaliyuttadu, conventional current. Okay? So, I will teach you, don't worry. Jara thamba. Okay, so you have understood this. So here you see. Conventional current of positive charges, conventional current of negative charges. Addition of both these components. See, now in the case of salt solution, hello, sodium ions are also moving. Chlorine ions are also moving. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So, sodium ions are moving from left to right. Chlorine ions are moving from right to left. Sodium ions are moving from left to right. So, the conventional current and chlorine ions are moving from right to left. The conventional current will be from left to right. Got it? Sannidhi?
Yes, sir.
So, conventional current is in the opposite direction of the flow of the negative charges. Negative charges means it can be electrons also, it can be negative ions also.
What is the purpose of that conventional current? Nothing flows through it like this.
It's a convention. See, it's a convention that, see, I'll tell you why. Now, what has happened? We have got a positive terminal of the battery and we have got a negative terminal of the battery. Actually, electrons are flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. Actually. But usually the thing is, something comes out of the positive end and it will sink in the negative end. That is how our mindset feeling is. Always positive means what do you feel? Positive energy means it is coming out. Negative energy, it is sinking, it is bad. Correct, no? So now conventionally from a battery, from the positive terminal, energy is coming. And in the negative terminal, energy is sinking. That is the feeling we get to know. So what is coming out of the positive terminal? We will say current is coming out of the positive terminal. What current? Conventional. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So see, we have made it up like that, and that will be convenient when you solve numerical sentences. Because the saying goes like this. See, now we have adopted sign convention. We are able to solve so many problems in optics. If you had not taken the sign convention, then we would have got wrong answers, as she has got all wrong answers. Aditi in her test, and she has got one wrong answer. There are 2 or 3 numericals asked. Correct? What is the convention that we use when solving the numericals in optics? The object distance should be measured from the pole of the mirror to the object. Object should be measured from the pole towards the object. And from the object you see the direction in which the rays are traveling. The rays are traveling in viparita direction, then how you are measuring it. So therefore the object distance will be minus negative. If the object is kept 10 centimeters in front of the concave mirror, then the object U will be equal to minus 10. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Understood? And now you see, supposing you have the concave mirror and the virtual image is formed. So virtual image will be formed behind the mirror. Behind or in the front of the mirror? In the case of concave mirror. Now the image distance will be positive. Because you are measuring from the pole to the image. You are keeping a tape from pole to the mirror and it is in the direction of the flow of the incident rays. So you will take the convention as positive. Understood? So we live with this convention. We live with this convention. Correct? Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
We are living with this convention. And so we have adopted that and that is suiting many purpose and all these conventions are done with a lot of thinking. See, right now you are solving problems at the high school level. But when you go to higher levels, then you will have to solve more difficult sums. Then this convention will help you. That is, the conventional current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So what is actually physically flowing? Physically the electrons are flowing from negative to positive. Physically they are flowing. But conventionally it is flowing from positive to negative. Sudheer, did you get it?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes please.
they have given that conventional current of positive charge plus the negative charge. Means there is only one conventional current, no sir? From
No. You don't get it. Now in the case of sodium chloride solution, the sodium ions are moving from left to right. Can you imagine? The chlorine ions are moving from right to left. Can you imagine? So if you take any point inside the sodium chloride, you will find simultaneously the sodium ions moving from left to right and chlorine ions moving from right to left. What is the conventional current? Conventional current for sodium ions is from left to right. Conventional current for chlorine ions is also from left to right. So the two currents will add.
The direction is same.
Direction is same. So they will add. The conventional current will get added. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, it is 7:40. Wait, I will start this topic tomorrow for all of you. The electric current. Okay?